Hey everyone, welcome back to Jeff Teaches Bowling. My name is Jeff Pirashad and I've got a ball review for you today that I cannot wait to do because anytime Hammer says they're coming out with a new 3D offset, I'm in. I am in. This is my favorite core of all time. If you've watched any of my other reviews, you probably know this by now. I never stop talking about this core. I love it. It's been great for me ever since it came out almost 30 years ago. I have not thrown one shot with this ball yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it does. It's obviously got the 3D offset core in it. The cover is a hybrid Cohesion HK-22, so we're going to see what that does compared to the previous release, the 3D offset attack, which was a Pearl HK-22. This one obviously updated with the Cohesion, a hybrid version of what's on the Hammer effect. I cannot wait to throw this ball. I haven't thrown it yet. It's completely fresh off the press. My first shot you'll see it because I'm just going to start the video and record, and whatever it does, it does. I'm hoping for something good, so we'll take it out to the lanes and we'll see what it does. Thanks. Again, we're here at Strikers Lanes in nice, sunny and warm Sunrise, Florida. I hear a lot of you are getting some snow the next day or two. I hope you all stay safe. So we've got the 3D offset assault and we're gonna see what this thing does. Can't wait. First shot. So I'm just gonna put my feet on 17. I'm gonna look at about 13 or so. And I'm gonna look at 11. I'm probably gonna hit around 13. So let's give that a shot, see what happens. All right. Hooked in the dry, kind of what I expected. Definitely a ball with some pickup. So now we'll move into where I think I should play, and now we'll see what this ball can actually do. Definitely a little too much hook for the dry to the right here on just a normal house shot, so not unexpected. So I'm going to move in a bunch. So I think what I need to do is move forward my feet, stand on 21, and get my eyes to 13, so I probably hit around the third arrow somewhere. That should be much closer. Yeah, that was really good. And that ball hit hard. I mean, a nice back end move too. So as I said before, the 3D offset core is my favorite core ever. I love it. I bowled so good with the original 3D offset back in the day. And I'm so excited that they've brought the core back the last few years. One of the cool things about this core is it's an asymmetric core. It was the first asymmetric core, but it's not overly asymmetrical. The intermediate differential is only 0.008, which means it's only like half asymmetrical, if you think about it that way. Asymmetrical balls tend to jump off the spot and then straighten out, burn out all their energy. This one, the intermediate differential is a lot lower, so it's going to be a little more continuous than most asymmetric balls. I think that's why I like it. Got that in the oil a bit. Ooh, still hooked. So you can see it makes the move, and it's a really nice, strong move. But it's very continuous. It's got a lot more of a symmetrical ball shape, which is a lot more rounded than an asymmetrical ball shape. And that's something that you definitely like to see, unless there's like just a ton of oil and you need the ball to be really, really asymmetric and have a really high intermediate differential. Not something that I generally like too much, but sometimes it comes in handy. All right, let's throw one more shot there. Wow, this thing has some pickup in the back. Whew. That cover stock is really digging in when it hits that back end. The turn this ball makes, I didn't expect it to turn as hard as it does. Okay. So I guess I'll just move in a little. Now the house shot here at Strikers is a very heavy volume house shot. The reason is because these lanes are probably older than me. So the track gets burned up very, very fast. So because of that, we have to start the lanes out with just a bunch more oil than most other bowling centers do. So you can't really play too far left at the start if you're right-handed. And sometimes lefties can struggle getting the ball to hook because there's just a lot of oil. So I'm going to move a little bit. Let's just move 2 and 1. So I'll put my feet on 22 and let's see what happens. Yeah, I like that shape. That shape is great. It shapes like a symmetric ball, but it comes off the spot like an asymmetric ball. You know, it's got that roundish shape, but it's just violent. You know, so this is like, I mean, this is just a best of both worlds ball. Like, I like this thing. Ooh, I like it already. That makes me happy. I like liking 3D offsets. All right, let's throw one more shot there. So I'm putting my feet on 22 and see what happens. Yeah, that's super good. Like, if you're a league bowler, that's just the ideal shape you want to see. You don't want the ball to die in the back end. You want it to be unpredictable. You want it to read the spot in the right place. Right? I can see league bowlers loving this ball, loving it. It just seems to do all the right things. All right, now let's move in a little bit. Might be too much oil, but I don't know. You know, I'll slow it down a little bit. So I'm going to move 4 and 2 left. That should be enough. So again, there might be too much oil, but who knows? I slowed it up a little bit just to get it to read, and whew, yeah, this thing, this baby turns. Now I know why they named it the Assault, because that's what it's doing. For a ball with some surface out of the box, and this ball's not pearl, this is hybrid, so it's got some smoothness to it. It probably helps why it's got some bite. Ooh. Loving it so far. All right, let's throw another shot there. So my feet are on 26. Got it in a bit. Still turned enough to get the 10 out. Whew, this thing strikes a lot. I tell you that. This ball strikes a lot. All right, let's move in more. Let's move in a little more. See if this ball can strike a bit from a little deeper than that. So I was on 26, I'm going to move another 4. My feet on 30. Wheel the lane. It likes that too. We're at the point where I'm wondering if there's anything this ball can't do. I mean, I know it's not going to be good when if they're too dry, because that first shot I threw just hooked immediately. If you're a lower rev player, you can play right with this for sure, because you need something that's going to give you some bite on fresh oil, but you don't want a ball that just is a hook monster, because it'll just die and roll out. I really feel like for a straighter player, for lower rev players, this could be your first ball out of the bag in the league for sure, because it gives you a little bit of everything, and it seems to be look like it's really versatile. And I think straighter players and lower rev players can like that a lot. All right, one more 30. Got it in. Will it hook? It will hook. Didn't carry, but it did hook. I think I can play there. I think I can make that work. I'm going to move a little more left and play in that oil and slow it down a little bit. From what I saw in the shot before that, where I got it right and it wheeled and it was very continuous, I really don't have much fear of moving left and making it do that. So I'm gonna move more left and kind of slow hook the lane. Not my specialty. I mean, slow for me is like normal speed for most people, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. 35, we'll start on. Slowed it up. Yeah, it's got kick. The ball bit and it didn't stop. It kept coming. I can throw that even a little faster. All right, I'll move another 2 left. Why change anything else with speed? I'm just gonna move more left. Not often you see an asymmetric ball that has this kind of back end shape. So you got to take advantage of that. It's almost like a symmetric ball that just bites more and more violently. All right, 37. Got that right, holy moly. Whew. Yeah, look at that. All right, so now that we've had our fun, we got a couple of ball comparisons. First, we're gonna look at the hammer effect. So let me go back to where I was. There one more with this 3D offset assault. Go back to where I was so you can see what it does in case you forgot. So where am I going? Back to, I'll go back to 22. So 15 boards back to the right, I think it is. Stand on 22. So that's our benchmark shot. Let's see what the hammer effect does in that same spot. My guess is it's gonna go longer and it's gonna be it's gonna come off the spot harder but straighten out a bit more. So let's see. And this effect, obviously, it's got some games on it, whereas the offset assault was brand new. But all right, we'll see what happens. Same spot. Yeah, let me throw another one with that, see if I get a little more right, see what it does. I might have pinched that in a bit. But you can see the length on that thing, and you can see the back end shape. It flips and it does straighten out because it's more asymmetric. The intermediate differential is higher. All right, one more with the effect. This effect has the same layout with the pin above the bridge, and the mass bias a little bit kicked out, so no difference in layout. Got that a little more right. Yeah, there's just too much volume. You can see it, too much volume. So yeah, you're gonna need a little more dry because of the pearl, the shiny Cohesion pearl, whereas the Cohesion hybrid just bites more. All right, let's try another comparison. Give myself a full rack. And I've also got the original 3D offset attack. And I shouldn't say original, but from like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. Now this ball is just it's the same core, but this is one of the original HK-22 pearl covers, so it's just gonna hook less. I know it, but it's definitely gonna go longer, that's for sure. Yeah, you can see probably about 2 or 3 boards weaker, for sure. They have that same hook shape though, that same roundish kind of shape, the same reaction off the spot, just less and later. So these two balls, if you like the 3D offset attack, this assault is like the same ball, just more. It's a little earlier, it bites harder, but I can definitely see them being good complements for another. So let's throw a couple more with the assault, and then we'll wrap things up. All right. that right. Wow. Yeah, this hits the dry and it sees it. Absolutely sees it. Sometimes the effect doesn't see it. That attack definitely didn't see it. This ball sees it. So if you're looking for a really nice hybrid, but something that's definitely going to bite, see the spot, but not something that's just going to die in the back end, if you want more continuation, really take a look at this ball. All right, I'm going to go just 2 and 1 left for one last shot. It's a pretty good shot to end it on. Pretty good shot, folks. All right, let's wrap things up. So that's my review of the Hammer 3D Offset Assault. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. You can also check me out on Facebook at Jeff Teaches Bowling. You can leave any questions you want there. As usual, thanks to the brands of Brunswick, Hammer Bowling, Strikers Lanes, and also Genesis Bowling for their continued support. We appreciate it. And until our next video, please, we'll see you next time.